Beautiful. So we're going to do Therapy Thursday today. And remember, thumbs up if it's good for you, thumbs down if it's not, if you're on live. And we're going to need our TheraBand and obviously our cushion for afterwards for short meditation. All right, so let's do it. We're going to for about 35 minutes, 40 minutes, nice workout. And we're going to start lying down. All right, so when you lie down, just make sure you're in line. Just nothing in your vicinity that can hurt you if you roll back onto it. Okay, so I like to say check your environment before you go. My band is quite loose. If you are struggling with strength for your assistance, you can use a thicker band. And then when it's too heavy, you can use the lighter band for the strength work. So support work is thicker band, strength work is lighter band. Okay, good to go. So legs along, and let's just use the hands to feel the body, okay? Just feel yourself. Your waist is the same shape on both sides. Just feel your shoulders. Give it a little massage and just relax that shoulder. I'm going to take the other hand and just relax that other shoulder, just giving it a gentle massage. Any tension in the neck, just releasing it nicely. Fingertips reaching down towards the ankles. I'm just going to lift my head to stretch the back of the neck and also to check that my body's in a nice straight line, so I'm not kicking into any part of my waist, shortening any side. Stretching, hovering the arms just in line with the thighs, so you feel that stretching to the back of the neck, just towards the bra strap or above. And then release the arms down, release the back, the shoulders, the neck, the head. Let's turn the head over to the left, stretching the right arm away, getting a stretch down the side of that neck. Stretching along the mat, the right hand. I'm going to take my head to center. I'm going to stretch my left hand this time as I turn my head to the right. Stretching and you feel that stretch down your neck and shoulder, a little bit into your arm. Let's take that head to center. Let's do one more time each side. Just allowing the body to rest and get into position. Activating a nice rest and prepared body. Relaxed body for your movement, right? You don't want to be in the tension areas. And then take the body to center. Good. Let's add the arms up. Take those arms up to the ceiling. Reaching for the ceiling. I'm going to stretch in behind. Now, remember, this is not an aggressive movement. And I'm just over my chest with my arms. Don't go over the face. Go over the chest. So you're really sliding the shoulder blade away from the spine. And then just gently draw it back towards the spine. And both arms are reaching up. So now what you want to do, and then drawing them down, you want to really feel a slight gliding feeling, just activating those muscles around the waist to pull the shoulder blade with it just above the waist there, and then drag it back down. So that's why I don't want your arms over your face, because then you will start using the ones in the top of the scapula, right? So you want to really just wrap it around the waist, feel the ribcage engage. Breathing out, breathing in, let the back stretch open as you plaster the shoulder blades across the ribcage, and breathing out as you zip up and you hollow the abdominals and feel those abdominals pull the shoulder blade towards the sides of the ribs. Can we get that? Yeah, pull it down. Let's do one more time. And then I'm going to give you a little bit of a challenge. We're going to do just the right arm, reach it up. So now you're twisting the ribcage slightly so that that right arm can go over the left side of your waist and draw it back to over your right side. And then lift the left arm. So you're crossing the body slightly to get across the body to lift that shoulder up. So lifting the side of the back off, the upper back, up to the mat, and just getting a slight rotation into that spine. Sometimes we can get the tightness radiating from the spine and the muscles that are attaching across the back and underneath the shoulder blade can be really the fibers, the medial fibers of what's tight and is activated into the part that's moving more, which is underneath the scapulae, right? So we're just getting into the whole muscle now as we twist the spine slightly, twisting the body slightly. So I'm pulling my chest to face you slightly, and then I'm going across. So let's do one more set here. Just opening through the mid back and give yourselves a little massage into those tight muscles. always tight with us women. And let's take that to center. If you can, let's circle those arms back over the face and then around to the sides, getting the stretch into the chest and the shoulders, and circle them palms up towards the ankles. Palms face the thighs and then bring them up facing. Taking my hands over my chin, reaching them up to the ceiling, and then taking them behind me. So really feeling the scapula, the shoulder blades, really sliding around. Open the arms and circle those arms. Let's do one more like that. Stretching to the ceiling. Pulling the shoulder blades away from your ears as the arms go back. And each time your circle could get bigger. Right? Beautiful. And then let's reverse those circles, taking it down this time. Notice I'm spiraling my arms in my shoulder joint as well. Arms are facing up. I'm coming up. I spiral for the palms to face each other, stretching them to the ceiling. I bring them down. I'm getting a nice massage into the back of the shoulder blade, and I'm bringing those arms up. Each time I'm doing my breathing, inhaling and exhaling, and I'm anchoring to a strong core, okay? Stretching through my body, activating the whole body. This time as the arms come down to the thighs, I'm going to nod the chin in, lift the head, the neck, the shoulders, and get the whole stretch. So I'm activating the abdominals now. I'm going to take those arms around, bringing the chest down, head down, bringing the arms behind me. I'm going to lift again. So I'm just adding the circles of the arms with the chest lift. Starting to activate those upper abs and bringing the chest up, tucking the chin in as we round those arms, and the chest goes down, the head goes down as the arms come back and lifting up again. Let's do two more here. Just activating those upper abs, activating the flow in the shoulders. Now remember, you can just go as big or small as you want with those circles. Once we're in control, and we try to get those arms floating at the same speed, right? Bringing that up. Very nice. Let's do one more time here. Should be 6 of them. If it's not, I'm going to try to go for 6. Beautiful. And then taking those arms up. Give yourself a breath there. Inhale. This time, we're just going to come down with the arms, up with the head, neck, shoulders, and up with the right leg. So we're reaching up. The right leg goes up to 45 degrees, activating into the thigh and the lower abs. Reaching there. As we come down, the arms go up, head, neck, shoulders, and lifting to the left side, reaching those arms, activating the thigh and the lower abs. And let's take alternating those legs, reaching up with the chest and down. Now, if the neck starts to get tired, remember to tuck that chin in a little bit more, or simply lose the arms and use the arms behind the head. Yeah, it's not a competition to see how long your neck can hurt you, right? It's just to get strong into the neck, and if it gets tired, give it a little bit of assistance, not to pull it, but just to support it. Let's go 2 more sets here, reaching up, activating those lower abs, stretching those shoulders nicely, bringing those arms up. Should be starting to feel those abdominals for sure, feeling the thighs activated. Beautiful. And taking that up, 1 more set, reaching up, reaching up, reaching and down. 1 more side. Try to even out your sides. I started with my right leg up, zipping up the tummy and taking that down. Beautiful. I'm going to reach for my little block. I have a little block of cushion for my head. You can use the same one as you massage. Just place that behind. You can use the same pillow that you're going to use for your meditation or your massage if you want, okay? So from here, Theraband in hand, and this is where if you want, you could use your heavier band. If you only have 1 band, it's not a problem. All right, I'm just going to use this one. It is my heavier band just because I want to match my clothes. Okay, so what we're going to do, I'm going to use my right leg to show you what I'm doing. You can use the leg closest to me, it doesn't matter. We're going to do both legs and we're going to stay in the same position. Okay, so I'm going to just bend both legs to start with. Put both feet on the mat, and then I'm going to put my right foot into the band. Okay, your band is in the middle, your foot is in the middle. And I want you to just see, okay, my band is loose, my elbows are by my waist, and I'm just going to hold wherever my hands reach on my band. I'm not going to pull on that band. Okay, I'm just going to hold it weight. So now you know when you get the other leg up, that's how you're going to hold the band. So you judge how long your band is, okay? Otherwise, one leg you're holding much tighter than the other. Now I'm adjusting my back. I can feel my back is rounded on the mat, imprinted. Yeah. So I'm not getting much stretch here. I'm going to go ahead and lengthen out that other leg and move my pelvis to neutral, and you'll see how it activates the stretch of the back of that top leg, right? So once we're here, we comfortably have that neutral. Let's go ahead and lengthen that other leg and feel that stretch into the hamstring nicely. Can we feel that? Beautiful. So now we're going to just put pressing, no tension in the neck and shoulders. Keep those elbows by your waist. Yeah, so you're anchoring with your core. We're going to press into the ankle, pointing and flexing that ankle, right? Strengthening into the foundation of the foot. I'm not pulling. If you want to get tight on the band, again, adjust how your hands are. It's just to feel, to have something, a reference point for the foot to press into. It doesn't have to be hard. And then I'm going to circle my ankle. So let's go for about 4 nice circles into the ankle. Remember, we didn't start standing, so it's nice to work onto the foundation. And let's reverse those circles. It's nice to work into those ankles, foundation of our body. Beautiful. Now lengthening that leg. I'm going to keep my arms nice and still here. I'm even actually going to clasp my fingers here to hold that. Press my other leg into the mat. And now I'm going to circle that leg. I'm pressing into the ball of the foot. I take it across the body with an inhale and I exhale around. I'm not moving my arms, my shoulders, or my hands. So I'm just clasping my hands. I'm holding the band just where it was. And I'm circling the leg, okay? This one is number 4. We're going for 8 beautiful circles. I'm pressing into the ball of the foot, starting to feel that thigh for sure. Reaching up, taking it around. I'm feeling like this one was 8. I'm going to do one more for good luck in case it wasn't. Taking that to the top. Now I'm going to flex the foot and press the heel away, stretching more into the calf. Yeah, like that. And then we're going to twist it the other direction, circling it the other direction. Beautiful. Really keeping stable into that core. Remember, we did those warm up into the abs, getting the lower abs switched on and getting the upper abs switched on. Let's go 4 more beautiful ones there. With control, feeling that thigh working. Bring it to the top each time. Bring it to the top each time. All the way to the top, beautiful. Now holding that there, pressing into the ball of the foot. Now you're going to really work that band, okay? So holding it firm in my hands, I'm pressing that down, flexing the foot and taking it back up. Press into the ball of the foot, away, flex the foot, taking it back up. Ball of the foot, press, flex, taking it back up. Ball of the foot, press, flex toes to shin, up. Ball of the foot away. Flex, heel leads, press, point, reach. Can you feel those thighs? Lift, point, reach. Feel those thighs, point, away. Feel the abs connecting. One more, reach, bring that up. Beautiful. Bend that knee. Feel that stretch in that thigh, yes? You feel that? Beautiful. I'm going to go ahead and bend the other leg. Put the other leg in, the foot in, I should say, not the other leg. And just hold both legs in for a second and just hugging that there. Okay, just hugging that and just rocking that back. Sometimes when we do our circles, one side of the back, rocking the legs side to side, could get a little tight in trying to support us. It's just nice to readjust the spine before we go to the other side. I'm going to take my leg up, take the first leg out. Again, foot on the mat. I'm going to measure, which is in the middle. I get my elbows down there and I'm going to grab onto the band. Nice, just exactly where my hands reach. So I know it's the same tightness as the other side, right? So I'm getting my pelvis to neutral. My lower back is a little hollow underneath it and I'm going to stretch this leg away. Definitely feel that hip and thigh stretch when you press that leg away for sure. And then you'll activate the back of that top leg. So I'm just getting that stretch there, and then we're going to go into that ankle movement called ankle mobilization. So we just again mobilizing the joint of that leg, of that foot, or the joint. So we're pressing into the ball of the foot, really trying to get some nice mobilization there. And then we're going to circle that leg around, circling around. Beautiful. And then opposite direction. We did 4 in each direction. So that's nice. We do beautiful. Very nice. Okay, so can we do our circles now? Anchor that, clasping our fingers. Just when we're holding the band, just clasping the fingers to hold that there. Take it into the ball of the foot across the body. circling it around and back to the top for 8. And taking it around, breathing with that. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. That should be your 8. You're going to hold it to the top, flex into the heel, and press it into the opposite direction. Breathing in and breathing out. One more here. Take it to the top each time. Feel that thigh active. Beautiful. Holding that to the top. Press into the ball of the foot. I'm unclasping my hands so I can press that away. I'm still keeping my arms where they are. Pulling up with the toes. Pointing into the toe, pressing it away. Toes to shin and lifting up. Pointing into the ball of the foot. Press. Flex the foot and lift. Think of hollowing across the waist so you're active in that waist. Feel across the hip bones is active. Feel the thigh is getting active. Reaching that way. Both legs are active, ladies. Both bums are active. Pressing that into the hamstrings and lift. Pressing that away and lift. Pressing away and lift. Pressing that away. Let's go one more time. Pressing that way. Beautiful. And bend that knee. Feel the stretch into the thigh. Very nice. I'm going to take the other leg up. I'm going to put both legs in again. And feel the stretch into the back. So I'm going to round my back. And just rock the back from side to side. Very nice. Okay, so now I'm going to take my leg, my straps. And I'm going to just hold the strap. This grip, right? Just where it was before. That same feeling of being on your, not too tense. So I'm going to hold that there. And then I'm going to press my legs up to the ceiling. And with that tension on, it's not a lot of tension. You're going to open your legs to either side, both legs. Open into the band. And then resist to close them. Okay, so we're opening the legs. Let's say about 5 distance apart and close. As wide as you can because you know the tension in your band. Yes, my band is a medium tension. So I don't have as much give as if I had my yellow band, which is a soft one. So you may have more give. So what you want to do is you want to feel that from the hip joints, from the glutes, buttocks, all the way up to the sides of the ankle, all the way to underneath the feet. Your feet are parallel. They're not turned out. They're parallel. Legs are parallel. No turning out there. We're just going from opening and closing. Opening and closing. Opening. Feeling the size of the hips. Yeah? Can you feel that? Opening like when we do a side line, but we're on the back. Yeah? Just lifting that leg and feeling the hips working. Let's do one more here. Let's hold it open now. And we're going to pulse it open. Press it open. You should be feeling those buttocks working and pulse it there. And 5 more little pulses. 3, 2, and 1. And release that and bend those knees. So definitely you should have felt that up the side of your hips. Beautiful. What we're going to do now is I'm going to let go of the band slightly so that we can position the feet in a V shape. So now the feet are in a V shape. Can you see my feet? Can you see? Okay, so it's like you have a big piece of cheesecake in between your, a slice, like a slice of a pie, right? So a nice V in between your toes and your heels. So you're in a turnout, in a Pilates stance, turned out there. I am wrapping this sensation from my hips. You may want to bend your knees because it's quite a nice rotation. And then I want you to challenge now, holding on with your arms here. Just lengthen through the legs. I don't mind if you lower your legs slightly, but just really support that back with your tummy, okay? And then you're going to push the heels away from each other, but keeping that turnout in the legs, yeah? And then allow them to just come back together. push the heels away and allow them to come back together. Can you see that? Pushing my heels away and allowing them to come back together. Try to stretch my legs each time and allowing them to come back together. And push and back together. And reach. So it's not about tightening the bands, it's about really getting that length from the rotators of the hip. Feeling those rotators, pressing open and press. Stretch those legs and let them come together. Press. Beautiful. Press. Press. Let's go. 2 more. Should be 10. And I'm going to hold it open and pulse that there. 10, 9, 8, 7. Feel those rotators all the way to the sacrum. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. And then those knees. Woo! That was nice and fire and cozy. Okay, so what I'm going to do is going to take my band and put it in between my legs. Okay, ladies? And my knees open into the frog position. So the toes are apart, the heels are together, the knees are apart. I'm going to take my band and crisscross. Can you see how my knees are? Crisscross my band here. So I'm challenging the turn out of my legs. Yeah, in a frog. So we're going into our frogs now. We're going to press those legs away, squeezing them, and then bring those knees back. Notice I'm not moving my arms. I'm just pressing away. So we're using the armpits to press those elbows into the mat, and we're keeping the turnout of the feet as we press into our frogs. So it's as if we were doing our extended clams, yeah? You know, when we lie on the side and we do that. We're just doing it this way, so we're getting both sides at the same time. We're getting that symmetry work, really trying to be into the center of the body, really trying to squeeze with both thighs as we wrap those thighs away. Just wrapping them away, feeling the whole neck. Okay, you have to work those abs to keep that there, right? You have to work those abs. Pressing that away. Pressing that away. Beautiful. Pressing that away. Really feeling that rest and rest. Let's go 2 more. Can you feel it all the way up the shins into those abs? And 1 more. Press and bring that in. Woo, and hug those legs. Okay, I can feel that, that's for sure. Okay, I'm going to release my band. Let's hold the legs behind the thighs and just give those ankles a nice roll. Because definitely the ankles and the shins were working. You should have felt that. And then I'm going to just take my right ankle onto my left thigh, pushing away my right knee. Yeah. And bringing that left thigh into me. So I'm getting a nice stretch into my hip. Beautiful. Let's release that. Let's go to the other side. Very nice. Remember to pull that lower thigh in and releasing that. Very nice. Okay, so feet are going to come down. Grab your band. Okay, we're going to come into a nice neutral here. If you can, take your band, right, and thread it. Trying to think how we're going to do that. Over your feet, actually. Yes, over the feet. And then crossing, I'm just trying to get it the way that you're not going to, crossing the thighs, you're not going to lose your band. That's what I was trying to get. Because when you cross it at the thighs, sometimes it rolls down, right? So I'm holding the band by the side. The feet are close to the bum. Actually, you know what? I know how we usually do it, right? Why am I forgetting this? You know, that's when you go up your back too long, okay? Okay, so here, we're going to cross it at the thigh, and then we're actually crisscrossing it. Yeah, that's it. So we don't lose the band. So we have a nice edges. I've actually crisscrossed it there. Good. Not just cross, but crisscrossed, right? So the feet are put apart to hip distance. Hands are by your sides. We're going to go up into our bridging like this, right? So we're getting that tension at the back and working those glutes as well. So we inhale. We're going to exhale to press up through the spine into the bridge, keeping the arms down so you feel the tension of the strap. Yeah, good stuff. Reaching up, inhale, and then exhaling to float back down, bone by bone. Now, naughty, 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 I forgot to say to move the cushion from underneath your head, okay? Because you shouldn't have something underneath your neck for this. So let's go again, rounding up, pushing into that. This is the second one. So we're going to hold that there, pressing into the sides of the legs, release slightly, pressing in again, release slightly, and then rolling down through the spine, nice and slow. Let's go up for 3, pulling up through the spine, breathing in. This time we're going for 3 pushes, inhale and exhale. And another breath, pushing the pubis up, and another breath, keeping the pubis reaching up and the ribcage melted, and then rolling down through the spine. Can you hear the birds, guys? Yes? So beautiful out here. Nature all around you, pressing it up, pressing it up, pressing it up, opening and closing, opening and closing, opening and closing, opening and closing. Relax the chest, the neck, the shoulders, and rolling down through the spine, all the way to relax. Beautiful. Let's roll up again. Good. Let's do 5 nice slow breaths. I'm just pressing into those hips, pressing into those thighs. Feel the glutes working. Breathing with it. Feel the sense of connection into that deep core, working those glutes, working those thighs, working those hamstrings. Let's take another breath there. Press those knees away, press the hips up, and then coming down. All the way down, beautiful. Press the arms towards the ankles, holding the legs active. Inhale to lift the head, neck, and shoulders, and reach the chest up. And then lower that down, pressing into those arms. Lifting again, reaching up, and pressing down. And again, reaching up, and pressing down. So 2 more here, reaching up, upper abs, you know what's coming, right? And 1 more, reaching up. Beautiful. So now we're going to lift the arms, lengthen the legs, using the straps to pull you up into your roll-up, not the chin. If you want to, creep up those straps as you roll up. That's it. Reaching the elbows and the forearms towards the mat and rounding into that mid-back. Be gentle with that, stretch into that mid-back. We've been on our back for a while. I'm breathing into that back, and then I'm rolling back down. So we're just warming up, warming into that roll up. Sometimes when we have a back strain, we can feel it's quite, it tries to kick in to protect the back when we start the roll-ups. So I'm really thinking about using those those upper abdominals and around the obliques to hold the scapulae down. Use those lower abdominals and the front of the abdominals to get you moving. And we go again, rolling up through the spine. How is that feeling? Can we lose our straps now and lengthen through the arms? I think we're there. Yeah, we're always there. Scooping the waist, reaching over, stretching into that back, and then rolling down. We'll do the full roll up and roll down now. And let's see another one. Beautiful. And up you come. Healing up. Breathing in. And breathing out. And breathing in. Breathing out. See if you can flex those feet at the top. Breathing in. And breathing out. Let's see if we can go one more time. Definitely getting a stretch behind the shoulder blades. Stretching the neck, stretching all the trapezius muscle there, scooping in there, stretching the rhomboids, stretching the lats. Really big one. Let's hold this one a little bit extra breath here. And And then let's roll down into this one. Okay, we're going to do one more half so that we can come up to seated position, and let's work on the back a little bit, lifting up, reaching up and over those legs, scooping into that waist. Beautiful. Now let's get those elbows down to beside the thighs or the calves. And let's just get that nice stretch. I'm just going to release the band for a second so you can see what I'm doing. Beautiful. Breathing into the back. And then uncurling all the way nice and tall. Good. Now I'm going to take my legs as wide as my mat. We are going to take our legs as wide as the mat, right? So what we're going to do now, sometimes when in our roll-ups, we tend to lose our leggings. So it's okay to fix yourself. Okay, what we're going to do now is just address a little bit of rotation with the a small toe, okay? Because what I'm after is more of this stretch into the back than into the inner thighs, okay? So what I want to do is I want to take my body to this side, so it's like a modified saw. I'm going to slide the back of that arm down to this side. Now let's do the side that's not sore first. So left side for whoever has the right side, right? I'm bringing this air towards my knee, towards my opposite knee. The outside of my hand is outside that ankle, calf, or foot, wherever you can get it. All 10 toes point up. So already you can feel a stretch behind that scapula. Reason we want to bring that head relaxed there, that we don't want to interfere with the muscles around behind underneath the shoulder blade by doing stuff with the neck, yeah? We want to just drop that head so we're looking past the back here. Now take that other arm to add on and reach it behind us so we deepen the stretch and the rotation of the body, right? Now, if this is good for you, I'm going to draw my tummy in, both bum cheeks stay down. We're going to go deeper by lifting that other arm and looking towards that, just letting the spine drop even deeper so that the eyeline changes shape. As opposed to this being here now, as we twist the eyeline, we can follow that back arm. So do we see how we're in the position of the soul, right? And just stretching into the back muscles, right? Just breathing into that. It's a good stretch whether you have an injury or challenge, because it's an area in the mid-back of tension. Sitting at your laptop, holding the wheel on your shoulders. Beautiful. Take that back arm back. Take it to meet that leg. Let's just round over without too much rotation over that leg. Let's take the arms and the body into the center of the thighs. And then rounding ourselves up. Thumbs up if you're going to stretch there. Yeah. Okay, we have two sides, right? So what we're going to do, take that arm. Now you see the back view of what I'm doing. We're going to take that arm, all 10 toes up, both bum cheeks down, over to that side. Back of the right arm slides along the outside of the left leg. So I'm going to rotate the body away from you. I'm going to reach and let that float, my head float. Shoulder is nicely spaced. No tension in here. And I'm just reaching to relax my head down towards that leg. Both bum cheeks stay down, so we're getting into that QL. We're getting into the back of that shoulder blade. This side might be different for you because it might be a tighter side. And then I'm going to just add on bringing that back arm behind. And you can see with each movement that you make there, each increment, you're getting a little bit more stretch. Can you feel that, right? Reaching that out, relaxing the head. Let's now add on that back arm reaching. Reaching, relaxing the head, neck, shoulders. Reaching that out. Both bum cheeks staying down, flex those feet. Breathing into it, deepen that. Let that head relax. Breathing into that side of the rib. Then release that arm down. Just using your breath, take that arm back to that leg, to the front leg. Bring it to the front, rest over that leg. So you're still slightly to the side. You can still feel the stretch down the right side because I'm over to my left. Now I'm going to take my body to the center, still flexing my feet and feeling that stretch with my tummy drawn in, all the way from my forehead, from my eyebrows, all the way to the tailbone, just scooping that into that stretch. As you reach your arms between your legs, relaxing the body there. And then uncurling with the breath to feel nice and tall. Got that right? Beautiful. So now we're going to just do one quick thing on the tummy for us to activate those muscles that are going to hold into that scapula. So we're really addressing that discrepancy in the back of the shoulder blades. So you're going to turn onto your tummy for me gently. You know, be gentle with your body. You just had a lot of stretch into the back. For some of you, it may be a big stretch. And we haven't done lots of stuff on the tummy for a while because of protecting the back. So what I want you to do is I'm going to take my little block and place it underneath my forehead, just so I have space for my nose and I'm not straining my neck. I'm going to take my hands just to the sides of my shoulder, and my feet are going to be hip distance apart. And I'm lengthening my legs so that the back of my body switched on. I'm going to draw my pubic bone in towards the mat so that I can feel my lower back is lengthened. Tummy is pulled in so that already you can feel your back, the bottom half of your back is switched on. Let's go ahead and lift and hover that forehead. And you can feel the activation of the upper back muscles. So you're not opening the chin or anything, you're just hovering there. Now I'm going to hover my arms, yes, right here. And what we're going to do is just to watch what's happening with the scapula. So I'm going to keep my arms in this position. I'm going to take them over my head to tap my fingers. Inhale. And I'm going to exhale to bring my elbows towards my waist. So literally, I'm keeping my arms the same shape. And I'm just moving at the shoulder blades to activate what's happening, what's holding the shoulder blades in place. I'm drawing my tummy in. My back muscles are all switched on. And it's almost like a little massage as you feel the arm, the shoulder joint has to move the scapula slightly as you pinch them at the bottom. And you can feel the base of the scapula opening as your palms come overhead. Try to keep them just over the crown of your head. Keep the elbows just hovering there. Again, tapping the fingers just in the crown of the head, over the crown of the head, and bringing those elbows in. Opening the base of the shoulder blades as you tap the fingers and closing them down. Can you feel all those little muscles working? Big muscles, actually. And feel around the waist, around that rib cage as you bring those elbows down, what's happening around that rib cage as well. And bring that in. Beautiful. Let's do 2 more here. Okay, 2 more. Tapping and bringing that in. And tapping and bringing that in. Beautiful. And then bringing the arms back to center and releasing that down, head, neck, shoulders. Beautiful. Well done. Let's just bring the toes under for me. And I'm going to slide my hands underneath my bent chest and push myself up onto my toes, knees, and hands. Beautiful. Into like a half plank, right? So let's organize ourselves so that we are in a nice half plank. Beautiful. Feeling that? Just holding your plank. If you feel strong enough to go into your full plank, you can as well. Opening through the chin, the chest. And then coming back onto the knees. And then walk into your 4-point kneeling position. Beautiful. So now again, knees are underneath your hips. You're going to pull that tummy in, so you're really wrapping up. You're going to look towards your left bum cheek over your shoulder, stretching your neck, and stretch the right side of the body. So I'm wagging like a dog trying to catch its tail. I come back to center. I'm going to go to the opposite direction, stretching the other side of the body. I'm looking towards my tail, trying to catch my tail. And what you should be getting is a stretch into the neck, stretch into the shoulder, the waist, the back. It's getting that nicely there as we wagging that tail. Right? Feeling that nicely. Let's do one more set here. Beautiful. And then come from the dog to the cat. Let's rounding into a beautiful cat stretch. Inhale there and exhale, lengthening out bone by bone. And inhaling into a beautiful cat stretch, feeling strong and powerful. Pressing that mat away and lengthening. And again, rounding up. Beautiful. And lengthening away. And then rounding up. Very nice. Beautiful. This time, hold your rounding. Put your toes together and move yourself into a beautiful child's pose. Stretching the arms away from the tail. Take a breath there. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in. And let's come back to that cat stretch. Breathing in. And then walk the hands back towards the knees and curl yourself up all the way to kneel up nice and tall. Pulling in through the body. Being nice and lengthened there. Take the arms out to the sides, breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in, squeezing into the glutes, open through the chest, feel the hamstrings switch on, and breathing out. Beautiful. Breathing in one more time. Take the arms back over, rolling down into your roll down from your knees, rounding over, trying to lean back too far. Beautiful. This is what we do on the chair. Come back into your cat stretch. Turn your toes, and then we're going into our downward dog. Pressing up and stretching those calves. Beautiful. Feel that nice stretch. Breathing in. Breathing out. When you're ready, bring those legs in towards the hands, into your forward bend. Getting a nice stretch. We're going to hold the hands on the outsides of the calves. Pressing the calves into the forearms and the forearms into the calves. And feeling the stretch all the way to the sacrum as we tap the chin in. Really getting a stretch into the mid-back as we press the elbows back. Breathing into that. And then when you're ready, you're going to draw that tummy in and exhale to uncurl. And folding the body. Stop just when your arms are halfway up. And let's just stir those arms in the sockets. Shake the heads out. Stir the arms in the opposite direction, scooping the waist. Breathing in. And now you can soften into your knees and curling all the way up to standing position. I'm going to lose my head because I'm on my bed. My reformer bed. Good. And I'm going to come down off my reformer bed so I can see you guys. And you can see me. Let's take one more breath in. Arm, legs up, hip distance apart. And a nice big breath out. Hand on the heart, hand on the solar plexus. Sit with that breath. Beautiful. Give yourself a hug. We're going to go into a little meditation in the next video. Okay, so find your space if you want to join me for a meditation. And I'll see you next time.